pa kami tapos. Meron pa kaming Q&A, and Pets will answer your relevant questions about setting up your business online. So, let's open up the Q&A. First question. Ano po ang kaibahan ng Lazada, yung mga marketplace platforms, sa Facebook o Instagram or yung sariling website?
So, ang mga platform po, no, so our role is parang you can plug into any platform. So Facebook and Instagram are also different platforms. Magkakaiba po kami ng way to sell to the buyers, but a platform basically ang kanyang role is to connect buyers and sellers. So kami po ay nagre-recruit ng both buyers and sellers so that we will be able to connect both of them and be able to make transactions possible. Now the difference is, I think the question is baka social media. So social media is very different because that one is focusing mostly on content, but there's also a marketplace there. So your own website naman is you creating your own website and then selling through that website. So the difference there is magkakaiba lang po sila ng methods so that you will be able to connect to your buyers. But at the end of the day, it's still about you as a seller or yung negosyo para maabot nyo yung mga customers.
All right. So, I see that we have a few questions here related to government processes on how to set up. So, Asik Jean, maybe you can pipe in when those questions come up. But for now, the first question to answer from Faith Tubilia is April 30, the final deadline in signing up in e-commerce platforms for waived qualifying costs and onboarding costs?
I think that was that.
Hello, Asik Jean? Your microphone is muted.
I'm sorry. So I think that question was thrown to me. So gusto ko lang hong isabihin sa mga kababayan natin na yung pong reboot package ay hindi naman ho namin sinabi na hindi ho siya naka-angkla dun sa ECQ natin. Andyan, pero mas maganda po na marinig natin kay Petrus. Kasi isa ho si Lazada sa mga marketplace platforms na nagsabi po na tutulong po sila sa ating mga SMEs na ma-waive yung mga onboarding fees. So, Sir Pep, ikaw nang sumagot niyan, para pero hindi ho nakataya po ito sa April 30.
Yes po, we fully agree po with Asik Jean. Hindi po nakataya ito sa ECQ. Kahit na mag-end yung May 15, as long ang program po extends more than that. If you want to have an account, libre po yan. So a Lazada account, for at least for sa amin, we will not require you to have any fees. So zero po yan. So as long as you have a cellphone number, government ID, mga business documents, wala po kayong babayaran. And hindi po April 30. Kahit na extend po natin yan more beyond April 30, wala po kayong babayaran.
All right. Next question from Alvin Arthur C. Mayroon na pa ba yung cross-border?
Cross-border meaning if you want to sell from Philippines to other countries. Right now, we are still building that link. We have some examples already, and we are piloting some sellers na being able to be selling from Philippines to China or other countries. We're trying to build that, but for now, the program is not open pa as of now. But we're trying to build that link for now.
I see that a lot of the questions here are specific to Lazada. For questions specific to Lazada or other platforms, we're dedicating our May 1 session to that. But we'll address some of those here. One of them is from Aaron Peralta. Is there an opportunity in Lazada to sell food products? Please discuss its feasibility.
So food products, yes, there's a lot of opportunity. Recently, we have opened the fresh and frozen option, and I think by first week of May we will start selling that. And if you're talking about packaged goods na pwedeng i-deliver through mga couriers, yes, that has been available ever since. But the new ones is for mga fresh, frozen, ready to eat, ready to cook. Yan yung mga items na yan na we are also opening and recruiting mga sellers right now.
All right. We have a question from Liz Galang. Is Lazada open for food industry? How does it work since we want to preserve the freshness of the food?
So for food po, lalo na yung, like I said a while ago, we have opened the fresh and frozen option. But here in this program, the buyer and seller will be the ones to talk paano magde-deliver. So we are not doing unlike normal packaged items, we pick up and deliver directly to the customer. But for fresh and frozen, and these items are perishable, you can arrange with the buyer how you can deliver. But yes, we are recruiting more and more sellers for this. So if you would like to join this program, either you go directly to the sign up page or you can email me in my email I flashed a while ago, petrus.carbonell@lazada.com.ph, and we'll be happy to assist.
Question from Luisita Marzan. How do you safeguard the cost in times of failed delivery?
Cost in times of failed delivery, no? So I think if the concern for the seller is do I pay anything? Wala po. So Lazada is the one who shoulders the cost if for example there's a failed delivery, kami po yung babalik sa mga warehouse nyo or kung saan pick up, and then we will make sure po that that you're not charged for that. So it's free. How do we safeguard? Of course, we have a lot of mga projects in place how to mitigate this risk. Pero again, this is a risk that we accept as a part of the helping the community of our sellers.
Question from Mary Lim. What is intellectual property portal?
Our intellectual property portal is a system po on Lazada where brands are able to basically safeguard yung kanilang mga intellectual property. So in coordination din po with with the government rules and regulations, we are also trying to do our part through this portal to safeguard the brands so that they're able to be not just brands, brands themselves and also the consumers, so that they're able to so that parang may safeguard yung both our brands and consumers.
We have a couple of questions regarding government stuff here. One for Gabby Tan. Required ba ang mayor's permit? May withholding tax ba kinukuha ang Lazada? So, Asik Jean, maybe you can help with that one.
Okay, I think I can go ahead now with at least yung business permit. So, if you're registering as what I said a while ago, no? So the requirements are very basic. So whatever the government requires as a normal business, it's the same as what we require in an online business. So for you to set up a business, the mindset is mag-set up lang ako ng business. So ano yung requirements doon? It's the same as going online. So required po, for example, is a BIR 2303. Na ang prerequisite nun will be yung business permit. Yan po is also required when we go online as a corporate seller. Now, withholding taxes, so Lazada only gets for every sale a certain percentage, and for that percentage, that's where the proper duties and taxes apply.
All right. Question from let me see. Question from Raymond Tapel. May magno-notify po ba sa Lazada app if I'm using mobile phone kung may inquiries sa products na nakapost?
If you are using a seller center app, so we have an app for mga sellers, Yes, if as long as you turn on the notifications, there will be a notification there that will tell you that there's somebody chatting you.
Question from let me see. Hang on. Let's see. A question from Carla May Buddy. How does Lazada monitor the supply of the sellers? Say a lot of people bought the same item at the same time. Who decides who gets it?
Okay, so for our system po is we call it seller center. So automatic po yan, first come first serve. Whoever buys first, meaning check out and paid first, sila po yung una makakuha. On the seller center, you're able to put how many inventory you have na naka-allocate, for example, for Lazada. So kunyari meron kayong 100 items and then you say na yung 40 na to, ibebenta ko yun ng Lazada. So yung 40 na yan, all of that will go to for Lazada. So now, yan po automatically, pag may bumili, babawas na yan pa isa-isa. Until such time na maging zero na yan and wala na din lalabas yan sa feed ng mga tao. Ay sa maging add to wish list na lang siya.
Question from Rina Gamboa.
Hi, Carlo.
What is the product that is most in demand from Lazada?
Most in demand, no, and it's hard to answer that question, but I would say na groceries have grown. There are a lot of growth. Groceries have been growing during this ECQ kasi right now the focus still is on essentials. But there's interest for going around even non-essentials. Meaning there's people searching for different items that are non-essentials. But our focus po pa rin, if you notice on the app, ang binibenta po talaga natin, especially in ECQ areas, will be essentials pa rin. The interest is still there. I wouldn't say that there's just one item that will be top seller or not, but kasi on a daily basis, baka nag-iiba yan. And you don't know kasi baka tomorrow or in the future, there will also be high growth categories. So we're very optimistic to see na a lot of these categories will still grow.
All right.
Carlo. Hello, Carlo. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm checking the chat now, and we have a question for Asek Jin. Does DTI have an existing accreditation for e-commerce business, something like a trust seal that can be displayed on the website? At the same time, this can become an official confederation, and this can be a channel of promoting and supporting the e-commerce industry in many ways.
Alam niyo ho, prior to COVID, meron ho kaming binabalangkas sana na batas na ito ho that we will have a trust mark. In other countries, these trust marks are really administered by the private sector. So we are hoping that will be the way to go, no? Not kailangan yung mga consumers natin pag nakita nila yung mark na to at sabihin maaaring DTI o private sector yon, binabalangkas pa no sa batas. But yes, the answer to the question is it's in the pipeline. There's nothing now that we have. DTI does not have such an accreditation system for websites and marketplaces, but we do hope that that is the way to go. Marami pang questions yata kay kay Pet, and then I'll try to also answer the questions when I see them, Carlo.
Right. So we have a question from Gila Ferrando. Is there a minimum inventory requirement to be accepted as a seller in Lazada?
No po. Small and big, we welcome all the MSMEs. So if you have a small inventory or big inventory, you're very welcome to start selling now.
Small, bigla ako sumingit. Madalas na question yan yung how big and how small. How small? How small? Can you, ako po ay nagtitinda ng damit. Gaano ka konti ang pwede kong bago ako makapasok sa isang marketplace like Lazada?
So kahit isa lang po yun, you will already be live on the site. Kahit isa lang yun, of course, pag zero yun, walang mabibenta, wala talaga. But even as small as one, lalo na yung mga items that are very unique, pwede po natin ilagay online already. So even from 1 to 1 million na items na inventory mo, hindi po namin yan binibigyan ng any limit.
All right. We have a question from Janice Christe Tantoko. Do I need to have a registered business with SEC or DTI before I can sell online? And if so, can government fast-track process for MSMEs?
So online in general, there are a lot of ways to sell. So again, there's a consumer to customer model, and for us on Lazada, we also try to accommodate mga individual sellers as long as you have a valid government ID. But this one is a very limited pa rin, and the idea is for you to be able to transition later on into a registered business. So at the end of the day, ang mindset pa rin is even if you start one, you want to start now, yes, you can start as an individual. Pero at the end of the day, we want you to become a registered business. So we have programs in place to help you go get there. So you can start immediately, pakonti-konti muna, but up to a certain point, we have some assistance programs naman that will help you do the registration, help you introduce you to systems, introduce you to mga how to file your taxes, parang ganyan. So on Lazada University also, we have some classes that are able to guide the individual into becoming a real registered seller.
Excellent. Question from Ramon Magno. Do you accommodate pre-owned products or goods for trading online?
Right now, we're not. Pre-owned and goods. Yeah, we're because there's mga refurbished and items like that, but we're not allowing so much ngayon na parang buy and sell. So it's not a part of the focuses of our platform. So looking forward kasi, what we would like is mga businesses that are going to go on scale. And again, the idea is for sustainable businesses to be on the platform. So the idea is for all of us to be able to have mga long-term businesses. And that's why we have these programs in cooperation then with the DTI, yung bayanihan effort, to get everyone online.
And question from Kate Pineda. How do you ensure that there are no bogus sellers or bogus buyers?
So we have the biggest business risk team in the Philippines. We have a big platform governance team as well, and we have rules and regulations in place to safeguard both our buyers and sellers. So every day we are trying to improve all of these rules and regulations, as well as trying to coordinate with the different government bodies so that we'll be able to serve our customer better.
All right. Question from Mary Rose Macapagal. Do you have an exclusivity clause that once you sign up with Lazada, you can no longer sell on other platforms?
No. I don't know. No. We encourage everybody to explore the options that are available to them. Again, Lazada is all about building the community, building our sellers, building our buyers, and enabling people and empowering people to be able to and be of service talaga to our whole community. So for us yung exclusivity, we encourage actually everybody to explore all their options. So whatever it is that you try to look at, think about what is ano yung pinakabagay sa'yo? Ano yung pinaka-okay na para sa aking negosyo? Yan po talaga yung ini-espouse namin ng Lazada.
We have a question for Asek Jean from Glenda Deguito. If ever po na mag-start ako ng online business, like reselling, how can I process the business permit, COR, and other documents during the ECQ?
Marami po ngayon kami kami po sa DTI, hindi humihinto ang aming serbisyo. So pwede po kayong actually mag-apply sa mga ahensya ng gobyerno po. Meron pong iba huminto pero meron naman pong iba ay online na.
Okay, let me see. Question, puro lang po ba sa marketplace products? Paano po ang service?
Services, you can apply for on Lazada as in the form of mga digital vouchers. So you can give vouchers and fulfill the service afterwards, and then you will be able to parang on Lazada, you will get that QR code or a voucher that you as a seller will have to accept when the buyer decides to encash this. So services does not include lang, for example, mga restaurants, that's part of our portfolio. We also have mga services like mga rides, even helicopter rides. So that's part of the portfolio rin. So we're not barring mga services to be on Lazada platform.
All right. Speaking of platforms, we have someone here asking, ano po masasabi niyo ukol sa Facebook Marketplace? What's your take on Facebook Marketplace?
Is that for me?
Yes, of course.
Although we take a look at the market and other platforms, I think we're focusing pa rin mostly on what we can be of service for to the community. Now, that being said, we recognize that there's an ecosystem, and all of these platforms will have to one way or the other have some interaction. So for these different platforms, parang it's not it has to be there for everybody to work together, and I think each and every one of the platforms have a role to play in this whole marketplace. So it's a very big market. We're still looking at a huge growth, and we know that it will grow with everybody going there together.
All right. So it looks like questions about Lazada are real popular today. Pets, perhaps you could share with us a link for FAQs about Lazada.
Oh yes. If it's regards to seller and signing up, all you have to go is to go to our SSU page. There's an FAQ page there. So sellonlazada.com. If you want, you can also go to Google niyo yung how to sell on Lazada. It will redirect you to our sign up page, and there may mga icons there that you can start to ask if there's any question. Within that website also, there's also some information that might help to answer some of the questions that you have. For example, yung mga setup or mga fees. There is a FAQ there where you can get in the SSU page. But if you have more detailed questions, there's a help chat there that you'll be able to click, and somebody will get in touch with you, either through chat or telephone.
All right. Thanks very much, Pets. Before we close, Asek Jean Pacheco will explain to us the details of the reboot package.
Okay, thank you very much, Pet. I'm trying to help everyone. I'm trying to help also Carlo. I have to tell everybody that according to my records here, you still have about 107 questions that you need to answer. So that's quite a lot. No, Carlo, no, dami pa niyang questions. So I'd like to also tell everyone that please, on May 1, we will present to you all of the platforms who have accepted our call, no, to explain to all the SMEs out there, the potential online sellers, existing sellers, who you would like to meet, no, your enablers, and then your mga marketplace platforms on May 1. So I hope that by that time si Pet would be able to quickly go over all of the questions, and you know what the people are actually wanting, no, in terms of information. I'd like to also maybe before we end, today has been quite an interesting day. So as I mentioned in my previous presentations, very quickly, for those of you who have not tuned in this morning, Carl, can you maybe help me show them? The training that we have now, the series of webinars for the past, in the next 4 days, and this is day 1, is just part of what we call a reboot package for online enterprises. When we say reboot package, what's in it for me, or what's in it for SME? We would like SMEs to start thinking of bringing their businesses online, because that is already the opportunity na available po ngayon. So whether it is free onboarding, as Petrus here from Lazada has confirmed, whether it is promoting online payment, again training, helping with seller support, advertising support, or discounted shipping on delivery costs, or even getting capital to support your businesses. Lahat po yan, si DTI po ay nandito para tumugon sa inyong mga pangangailangan. Next slide, please. Yeah, so meron pong mga nagtatanong, ulitin ko po, no. Ngayon po, nagpapasalamat kami kay Petrus kasi naghanap po kami ng sino ang merong pwedeng mag-discuss kung paano ba magsimula, no, sa isang online business. So ang napakita ho natin dito yung sa onboarding. Pero nasabi din po ni Petrus na marami ho siya, no, hindi lang to mga marketplace platforms. Marami pong nagtatanong. Pwede ho naman din talagang mag-Facebook. So pero marami din pong nagkikita na mga tanong. You can do websites, no? You can actually do your own websites. And if you notice, if that is the approach that your business wants to do, meron po tayo, tutulungan po natin. Makinig po kayo sa mga succeeding na mga araw. So loans, marketing, onboarding, online payment, at saka po itong skills. So ito pong reboot package na po ito ay handog po ito ng DTI. Nandito lang kami para paglapitin, no, ang network po ng e-commerce, para ang information ho ay alam ninyo na tama at hindi ho fake news. Sabi nga ho nung isa kong si Professor Ronnie, ipagkalat ho natin sa ating mga kapitbahay itong DTI e-commerce Facebook, at mag-attend po nitong mag-attend po nitong mga seminars natin, kasi ang mga information po na maririnig nyo dito galing na mismo sa mga practitioners, at sila po din mismo ang makakasagot po ng mga katanungan ninyo. So at the end of this, we assure you that we are monitoring the entrepreneurs that are that have been attending. We will call on you, and we would want all of you here to just email us, no, that this is a DTI e-commerce office, eco@dti.gov.ph, if you really want to be part of the reboot package. And we will give you and assist you and guide you on how you want your business to be run online. At this point po, as I've mentioned, maganda po, no, as I think start meron tomorrow, and then on May 1, lahat ho ng mga platforms na po sa atin, nag-confirm, meron din po, nandyan po si Union Bank din, nandyan din po si Google po, I think is also going there, nandyan din po si Zalora, Lazada, I think, and Shopee also. So madami pa po tayong pwedeng i-share sa inyong information. Pati nga po si Facebook, kasama rin mo, hindi lang po siya nakahabol lang din sa schedules. Pero subaybayan po, we are encouraging everyone here to please join us in the webinars. Yun lang po, at talagang maraming salamat. Pet, we'll see you again on May 1. Is it going to be you still?
Yes, still me.
Thank you so much for your time. And of course, Carlo, thank you also for your time. The DTI appreciates THAMS for helping us put this thing together. So, salamat po. Again, sa mga taga-DTI, mga negosyo center sa buong Pilipinas, marami pong salamat. At we hope that you will all invite your SMEs to still join the webinars in the succeeding weeks.
Maraming pong salamat sa ating mga speakers. Sa ating pagtatapos, gusto po rin nating pasalamatan lahat ng mga partners sa proyektong ito. THAMS International Business School at Philippine Trade Training Center bilang learning partners, Wonderman Thompson bilang agency partner, and of course, our enabling partners. Sa alphabetical order, Foodpanda, GCash, Google, GrabExpress and GrabFood, Lalamove, Lazada, Leadmore, Paymaya, QuadX Paylink, and QuadX GoGo Express, Shopee, Singapore Institute of Materials Management, Union Bank, and Zalora. Salamat sa lahat ng mga viewers para sa session nito. Sana nakatulong po sa inyong negosyo ang ating session. Gusto po namin kayong imbitahin sa mga susunod pa naming webinars hanggang Sabado. Pakisagot po ang ating online survey for when you leave this webinar. We will use this to further improve our services po moving forward. Please do attend our succeeding webinars as well. We will flash on screen the schedule for the remaining webinars this week. Again, thank you very much, everyone. Please visit our official Facebook page, DTI eCommerce, or send an email to DTI eCommerce office at echo@dti.gov.ph. Happy rebooting and mabuhay. This is Carlo Rivera, Academic Coordinator, signing off.